Sweet. Game number 3. Silver level player. Wow. I guess this hand is fantastic when I can get to a lot of power. I think this is worth keeping, mainly because I have a turn 2 play that allows me to draw a card if I block with it. So I think, and when we get to 3 power, these two things will hold the fort for a while, and I have some very good late game cards here. I think this is worth keeping. I just really have to hope that I draw a couple power sources relatively soon. I mean, if there's no power sources on top of my top 3 or 4 cards in my deck, then having this Dark Waft doesn't help me either. Now I have all the influence that I need. Oh, I need another shadow, but I have most of the influences that I need. So unfortunately, we did not draw power, but at least we have 2 units in play, and we really want to just trade this Dark Wasp for a card at this point. Yeah, so we'll keep this back and hope that he attacks us. Actually, he probably won't attack us. Let's just smack him for 1. He's not going to attack us, and so there's no point holding it back. This is just free damage. Oh man, we really could use the power now. Oh hey, this card has a potential upside. Oh man, Ornamental Daggers. That draws him 2 cards because it's Echo. And it has Quick Draw. Jeez. Opponent's off to a great start, and we are not. Well, let's just swing with the 2/2s. What that means is he can swing back for 7 because he has another dagger that he can put on here and make it 3/3. Or he'll save it and attack for 6. I'll block the 4/4 for sure so we can draw a card. And then we can actually just Acolyte it down back to... Well, nope, not anymore. We can double Acolyte this back to 3/3 so he doesn't get Quick Strike. But... Oh no! That's really bad. So my opponent, correctly used his Purify on my Dark Wasp so I don't draw a unit, so I don't draw a card. I think we're going to lose this game. We kept a hand that I thought were... okay. I mean, you don't really expect to not draw power in that many turns. This is 5 turns already. Mathematically speaking, going 5 turns like this without drawing another power is a very low chance. And also, we were hoping that Dark Wisp can draw us a card, which of course it didn't. And our opponent just filled up again with 3 more cards. But all of my opponent's cards are All of my opponent's cards are very good. Purify, Swindle, both first pickable. This is also a very high pick. And yeah. Rebel Sharpshooter, not a first pick material, but I think probably be good on like 3rd, 4th, 5th pick. And then he made it work with the Quartermaster with the Echoing Dagger. So my opponent's draw has been fantastic. And we're going to lose this game because we didn't have the power. I think if we had the power, we'd be doing great. Because he's at 7 power now, so if we didn't miss any land drops, playing the Maul, for example, well, nothing else I can do here. He can go seize the initiative and basically destroy my board. Nope. He could have just pumped his 2/2, actually. He could have just used his Fire Main and attacked me, and I would have lost. I mean, I lose anyway, doesn't matter. I have 2 power. There's nothing I can do to save me from this game, but I think my opponent could have just pumped his team, attacked me, and did just as much. Power-related variance is one of the things that I hate the most about this game. And it's also one of the things that the creators of this game has consciously decided to keep, that they migrated over from Magic. Yep, this hand is... Ooh, I don't know about this hand. I'll keep it. I think a turn 1 play and a turn 4 removal spell is quite strong. Actually, this is my only removal spell, and it's turn 4. I really don't want to use this onto like a random 3/3. No, I'm gonna mulligan this hand. Ah, great. This is fantastic. We have 10 power sources that are shadows, so we have a little over a quarter chance every time we draw a card to get a shadow. Ah, very good. This card is decent. I don't feel like I have to kill this now because in in draft, there's no way he can get a 5 power unit on turn 3 anyway. So I think between here, I would rather just play the Dark Wisp doesn't do anything for me. I'm actually just gonna play the Uni and get on the Oni and get rid of his top unit, which is a pretty good one. It's not very efficient use of my power, but I think it's fine. Oh, he's so my opponent is now power screwed. Yeah. What can I say? Power related issues. He's just dead here. Um, yeah, so he's lost. I mean, there's no instant speed removal in these colors except for Annihilate, which he clearly doesn't have. See, this is what bothers me a lot about this game is how many games have I recorded on camera where I go into like a 7-1 or 7-2 draft where like 30-40% of the games weren't decided by mana screws. And I think if you look at the history of my drafts, a good number of them, I think at least 25% of the games are either my opponent getting power screwed or I getting power screwed. It's just that amount of powers. Like the second game where I lost, it wasn't fun for anybody. That game where he lost, it wasn't fun for anybody. And especially because I'm recording this as content on YouTube, neither of those games has taught anybody anything, and it's not very entertaining. So, ooh, rank number 8. 5, 6, and 6. But this has to be mulligan. You can't not do anything for 5 turns. Oh, this is as good as it gets. One of every color, and then I also get the Stranger for fixing it as if I need it. Because I don't. I only need 1 fire and 1 primal for the whole deck. Another one, and a Dark Wisp. So, oh no, that's not true. I need a double fire for this card in my hand. But we're doing quite good here. This is problematic. Let's see if he has a weapon. Because if he has a weapon, this gets large very fast. And, ugh, I don't want to deal with a 6-6 on turn 3. Okay, good. He doesn't trade. He doesn't have a weapon. Let's see what we do here. I think, to be efficient, we're going to go ahead and shrink this 1-2 here first, so he doesn't get those life gain triggers, just in case he has some kind of life force benefit for his shadow. Also, gaining 1 life a turn isn't irrelevant, so that's a good -1/-1. Oh jeez. All right, we got a game. I need double shadow. Jeez, I have almost mostly shadow power. And and both primal and fire are splashes, and yet we have full power in everything but our primary colors. This is super unfortunate. I think I would rather play out 2 more units than to play the 4/4 here. There's nothing that I care to block, because usually the Stone Scar Magus is not that good of an attacker. They just don't block and take 2, no big deal. It's a good defender when they have multiple units for you to want to kill. So I think it's... Wait, oh, that's a weapon. It's not a +1/+1. Oh man. That's kind of brutal. Attacking with all the units, he eats 1 for free, he trades 1, and I get in for 3, going to 16. That doesn't seem like a fantastic deal. But I do have a Memory Dredger here that will presumably bring things back as soon as I draw a Shadow. Let's just attack him with this and hit him for 1. He's probably not going to block, because he doesn't want to draw. Oh, he'll block. So I'll draw a card. Shadow. Oh, gosh. Alright, after this game, this is the second game where we're stuck on Shadow. After this game, we're going to go back and remove one of the primal or fire sigils, and we're going to put in another shadow sigil. We have 10 sources of shadow. It's absurd that we don't get to draw one. So What I could do is I can put the Trickster's Cloak on the Stone Scar Magus, because once it's on him, it's big enough that he's really enticed to block it. And I think I'm gonna do that. I can't win this game if I just keep waiting for him to pump this flyer that has lifesteal on it. Alternatively, I can put the Trickster's Cloak on one of the other units. No. Yep, this is my plan. Let's just trade damage. Sooner or later, he's going to be forced to block the 4/4 Magus, and once he block it, I'll be able to use the -2/-2 to kill something. Yep, we trade board. Well, I lost 3 units, he lost 2, but we did a little bit of damage. This is going to be a really problematic unit. If I draw a shadow now, I can extract this. Oh, thanks. Actually, maybe I just go ahead and... Yeah, actually, if I just do this and shoot him, I keep my... No. I think I can get more value out of the maul here. I don't want it. Yep, I'll attack him for 4. Because I'm not going to block. Because he just pumps it into a 6/5, and I'm just trading 1 card for 1 card. Actually, 2 cards for 1 card, which is a pretty bad trade for me. I would rather race him at this point. He's racing me. Okay. Fair. Let's just keep racing. He's really close to dead. He doesn't know it yet, but he's really close to dead. I'll be able to bring back the Dark Wisp to block indefinitely, so I'm not really worried about racing against the 6/5. I don't think he can attack me anymore, and I think he realizes it. Alright, I think this game's over. Yeah, I need more Shadow Sigils in my deck. Yep. There's nothing he can do with 2 cards. He needs to get rid of 3 threads, and one of them is really hard to kill. Alright, there we go. Alright, let's before anything happens, let's add Shadow Sigils to our deck. We've gotten screwed by Shadow way too many times. Let's get rid of one of the fire. Yeah? Yeah, let's get rid of one of the fire. Oh, that's fair. Alright, next game.